Hey, welcome back. If you're a subscriber, that's awesome. And if you're new, think about subscribing. I'm John Starr from MacMovieGuy.com, and yeah, I took a look at Eraser. Uh, yep, I'm a blind film critic, and I found Eraser because for some reason, 26 years later, the highly anticipated sequel that we've been waiting for all these years, clamoring for. I mean, it was like right below Top Gun Maverick on like our bucket list of sequels. There was like, oh, we need a sequel to Top Gun, and then like right below that, they were like, we need a sequel to Eraser, like definitely. So in the year of legacy sequels, when Top Gun Maverick has invaded our hearts and our minds and our wallets, they've also decided to do Eraser Reborn. And having not seen the original Eraser, I felt like I really needed to, so I could watch Eraser Reborn, which features not a single damn person I've ever heard of. So that definitely we're off to a great start there. Not a single damn person in the entire movie of Eraser Reborn have I ever heard of. It's possible, though, that I didn't look deeply enough into, like, the leading man, and he actually has, like, a real name, and it's, like, a wrestler. I'm willing to concede that it's actually, like, that's his birth name, but his real name is something else, and he's, like, from the WWE, and maybe, I don't know, but my God. This one, however, stars a cornucopia of talent, including Arnold Schwarzenegger, Vanessa Williams, James Caan, James Coburn is in this. We got Robert Pastorelli from back in the day. Basically a lot of dead people. Other than Arnold and Vanessa Williams. But it is, yeah, it's interesting. It's one of those films that tries too hard to make the title of the film work. It's like they knew the title of the film was going to be Eraser. So instead of it being his code name, they just do this really awkward thing throughout the film where they just say, like, you've been erased. And I'm like, oh, that took all the cool out of that film. Like, every time they say it, it's never cool. It's like the lamest and dumbest thing to say at that point in time. It would be like, the equivalent of just being like, you've been cleaned. Cool. What does that mean? Like, you've been erased. I'm like, oh, all right. And the fact that they do it more than once was that was what really got me, was when they do it again. I was like, oh god. I do love the little catchy thing that he says at the end of the film. That was hilarious. That was a good quip. Good quip, Arnold. Whoever wrote that for him is one of his best quips. In the pantheon of Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, line deliveries, I did love I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen Eraser, but I did love when Vanessa Williams goes, like, where did it go? I love that. That was good. But yeah, because it's kind of spoilery, his response. So I'm not going to assume everyone has seen Eraser. I'm going to assume everybody has clicked on this review because they want to catch up on Eraser before Eraser Reborn, which is now on HBO Max. I'm like restraining myself from watching. You have no idea how hard it is for me to not click on Eraser Reborn. So I found out that Eraser is about a guy who works for witness protection, and he's the guy that goes to that they go to when shit gets really tough, because he's a badass. He's the badass at WITSEC that goes in and kicks some ass. And opening scene, he kills a whole bunch of like hired assassin hitmen people who have found somebody, and makes it look like this thing, and then he helps his guy disappear again. And he basically shows his level of skills. It's his show off scene to show the world how badass he is. Because the rest of the film is basically like strategizing and running and plotting and trying to keep Vanessa Williams alive, because she's like a whistleblower that's working with the FBI, and she got in over her head because all of the people, she thought like it just went up to a certain level, but it turns out there are people higher than her in the government, and there may be like a leak in the witness protection program, and people have been getting killed, and it's this whole thing, and it turns into, no, who can you trust? No one except Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is the eraser. Yeah. So, it's fine. It's not, I understand how and why this film made $100 million at the box office back in 1996. I mean, when you think about it, with inflation, $100 million in 1996 was like a big deal. Like nowadays, like we got films popping off at $100 million at the box office, like opening weekend. But back then, it was like a climb, and you had to work to get there. So Eraser was a big hit for its time. And I'm sure with adjusted for inflation, it has a much higher gross. But this was one of the bigger Schwarzenegger hits. And it has some really big set pieces and some decent action scenes. And James Caan is quite effective in this film. So there's a lot to work with here. I really don't have much to make fun of. I didn't think Vanessa Williams was bad. I have no idea what this film looks like visually, or if it's held up over time. I'm gonna guess it didn't have the highest budget, so I'm gonna guess it just looks very 90s, where you can tell that some things are not the best visual effects in the world, but I think we could probably say that about a lot of 90s films. I still remember the horrendous CGI plane that crashes at the end of Air Force One. Just, oh my god. But yeah, so this is good. For the most part, yeah. It's a little cheesy. It's got some cheesy dialogue. It's the only reason it's predictable in some places is simply because there has to be a bad guy, and then when certain actors who have played bad guys before show up, you're like, oh, that's why they're here. Got it. But that's it. It's fine. Is it? It's not Terminator 2. It's not one of his big ones, but this is a passable film. I cannot wait to see Eraser Reborn and see the contrast, because this was a nice, tight, it's about an hour and 45 minutes. The audio description on this was okay, and it sounded like it had been recorded a while ago, so it didn't have that vibe of this was recorded yesterday, and it's 26 years old, so the audio quality on the film didn't match nearly with the audio quality on the narration. The narration's a little bit old itself. I'd say it's at least 10 years when somebody decided to put narration to Eraser for whatever reason. So yeah, it's fine. I liked it, and that is my official thoughts. This is so random. I only did this because of Eraser Reborn. I have no idea how many people are even going to click on a review of Eraser, but there you go. I reviewed it. That is, I'm going to give Eraser a B. That's it. I'm done. It's behind me now. Now I can be reborn with a cast of nobodies. That's going to be awesome. And yeah, so if you like my style, if you like my channel, if you think you want more of this, I'm not one of those people who talks super fast. So maybe that annoys the shit out of you. I'm sorry. I follow all of those YouTube critics, and they're all like, "So what we got here is we got to talk, and we gotta," and they like cut and they edit the shit out of their videos, and sometimes they even they chop a little bit too much, and you can like part of the word is missing. Anyway, this is all just one take. So subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 by the end of the year. And you can go to my website, macromovieguy.com, for more reviews. You can go to the audio description project, adp.acb.org. It'll let you know what has audio description and where you can watch it. And you can go to theadna.org. Unfortunately, this film did not tell me who narrated it. So I did not get that information. But you can check Eraser out there in the universe. Anyway, that's it. And I will... I gotta go review something else, but I will see you on the other side.